Hello, Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Sacred Spotlight. Like always, we have a celebrity guest, and in this show, we bring you the people who have really had wonderful fans and made a big difference to the society. Today, we have an amazing guest who has revolutionized the study of films. We have seen films, we have enjoyed them, we have seen blockbusters, but Sandeep Marwah is a name who teaches films to people and makes their career. I'm really excited and delighted to welcome him on Sacred Spotlight.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Such a pleasure to have you. You are such a global icon.
Okay.
And I am I don't have words to really appreciate the kind of work you are doing with youngsters across the world. What I would like to first understand from you is what inspired you to set up a film city?
Aha. I think I have to go back to 1986. This was a time when I had come back from Mumbai.
Okay.
I wanted to do something in Bombay,
Mhm.
but then I couldn't digest with the kind of environment, with the way things were moving,
Sure.
uh, um, uh, and the most important thing which came into my mind that why we all have to come to Bombay for a work. Why can't we have something like this in New Delhi?
One.
So this was one of the things.
Mhm.
Second, actually, I had also signed three films that time
Right.
with the leading heroines of that time.
Oh, wow.
But unfortunately, the producer of the film he passed away.
Okay.
So all the three films were shelved,
Okay.
and I had nothing to look upon
Sure.
to stay back in Mumbai then.
Okay.
And then also one time when I wanted to join a film school, and I
Mhm.
was shocked and rather amazed that the Premier Film School
Mhm.
that time
Mhm.
had closed down a few courses.
Mhm.
So I had no choice to come back and
Sure.
not to attend any other course.
Sure.
So I think all that which was in my mind created a spark
Mhm.
into my heart and in my mind
Sure.
to have a film city in North India.
Wonderful.
And that's how I designed Film City way back in 1986.
Mhm.
And I submit the project to NODA Authority,
Mhm.
which it took me almost a year.
Mhm.
And December 87, this project got its clearance.
Wonderful.
And suddenly, from nowhere,
Mhm.
Sandeep Marwah became a well known name.
Oh, wonderful. Dr. Marwa, you are from a film family.
Well, if you ask me, no one in my family
Mhm.
has ever been a part of Indian film industry.
Okay.
I started theater as my hobby, and slowly and gradually, I jumped to a professional theater.
Mhm.
I've done more than 100 shows on stage with
Wow.
some of the best directors,
Sure.
best actors
Mhm.
possible.
Mhm.
Then I jumped to there to start working for Doordarshan because that was the only
Yeah,
one channel that time, and
absolutely.
then performed few programs, got involved with programs. But then only thing is that there was very limited jobs.
Right.
If you've done a program today on television, then
Mhm.
you're only supposed to come back after 6 months.
Right.
For 6 months, no work.
Mhm.
And theater, there was no money.
Sure.
So somehow, though I produced plays, I directed plays, I
Mhm.
acted in plays,
Sure.
but then I somehow my inclination, my interest, my passion, and my intentions were only
Sure.
to have a bigger, better, smarter business setup
Sure.
like Film City.
Wonderful.
And then, of course,
Mhm.
Film City came into existence.
Right.
To cut short, I can only say that
Mhm.
today Film City
Mhm.
is the fastest growing film city in the world.
Wow.
This is a 100-acre complex,
Mhm.
75 acres outdoors, 25 acres indoors, 16 studios.
Mhm.
From 16 studios, 350 channels are being broadcast to 162 countries,
Wow.
24 by 7.
Mhm.
There are about 17,000 people who are working here
Mhm.
in three shifts of 8 hours each.
Wow.
And the cascading effect is that approximately 150,000 people,
Mhm.
they're earning their bread
Right.
because of this film city.
Right. Right.
So I'm so thankful to Almighty that at least I could do something for my nation.
Wonderful, and truly so, because in an age Since you spoke about employability and livelihood of people, slowly and gradually there is seen a lot of intervention of AI and technology into films. So how are you seeing it? Because a lot of people are saying, of course, Netflix has taken away the entire launch of films, etc. And now with the AI, people are saying that films are going to be history in future. What's your
No, see,
opinion?
so it's not that. See,
Hmm.
whenever there is a new discovery or invention,
Sure.
people they start feeling insecure,
Insecure. Correct.
and this has happened many times.
Hmm.
From satellite to video,
Hmm.
when I mean from video to digital
Hmm.
world,
Hmm.
but every time people they've been getting shocks and they were
Hmm.
getting restless,
Hmm.
sleepless nights,
Right.
but don't forget that every new discovery invention they become slowly and gradually part of the day-to-day business.
True.
When from cellulite to when television came, people
Hmm.
thought cinema houses they're going to close down.
Closed down.
Nothing
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Television, in spite of becoming a competition, become a
Hmm.
complementary to
Sure.
cinema.
Hmm.
No television setup or station could resist without showing cinema or without talking about cinema. Even news channels
Right.
were talking about cinema.
True.
So when a computer came, people
Hmm.
thought now there is no need for television
True.
and no need for theaters, but nothing happened.
True.
The total business expanded and
Hmm.
people started enjoying
Hmm.
cinema at their own convenience. And
Right.
now same thing happened when mobile came in.
Right.
I still remember 20 years back when mobile, I was, we are the first one in the whole world to
Hmm.
start a festival of films from mobile.
From mobile.
And I declared, I said, the mobile is going to be one day a
Hmm.
territory for filmmakers, and this is what happened today.
True.
I mean, imagine
Hmm.
we used to have 12,000 screens, then
Hmm.
10,000. After
Hmm.
pandemic, only 8,000 screens.
Correct.
Uh, but we have 140,000. I mean, sorry, 1.4 billion mobiles,
Mobiles of
out
like
of which
us. Yeah.
70% mobiles are smartphones.
Right.
So this where the media and entertainment business is gone.
Right.
You can't even imagine the
Hmm.
kind of
Right.
jobs this whole business has created. I
Right.
mean, we one industry which is growing at the rate of almost 12% per annum, better than the
Absolutely.
total GDP of the country. Where
Awesome.
our contribution to the total GDP is fantastic.
Right.
So, I mean, imagine this is media and entertainment is one industry where we are today 1 crore people who are working, and another 10 million people we are supporting from the different industries, whether it's
Absolutely.
electronics, electricals, interior designing, fashion, design, food, hospitality, tourism, and. So, I have realized and felt that we have expanded
Hmm.
both ways,
Hmm.
this way, this
And
way.
this way.
We've gone much bigger.
Yeah.
The industry is been now almost 300,000 crore,
Hmm.
and we are projecting it to be 4,000, मतलब 3 लाख करोड़ से 4 लाख करोड़ हम होने जा रहे हैं.
बहुत बढ़िया है.
So this is how we
Hmm.
have to think. AI definitely has given a shock.
Sure.
AI has created a wrong impression to the minds of people.
Hmm.
People thought we'll become jobless. People
Hmm.
thought that there'll be no job. Everything AI is going to do.
True.
But I personally feel that AI is going to be a support,
Hmm.
help.
Hmm.
It'll expedite the whole affairs.
True.
It will reduce the cost of making films and television programs.
Absolutely.
You know, and then I today listen to me. I'm telling you, there will be one filmmaker
Hmm.
in
Every
every
house.
house in India. This is going to be future.
Brilliant. Yeah.
I have declared many statements in
Hmm.
last 30 years, 35 years,
Hmm.
and God has been so kind that they have all of them have proved correct.
True.
When we started this film city,
Right.
the first thing which I told government, I said this is going to be the biggest center for our uh, film and culture tourism.
Awesome.
Nobody knew about it. What is film and culture tourism? Today, whole world is talking about film and culture tourism. More than 9 crore people footfall is in now in film city. More than 3 million people have come to Marva Studios from 156 countries of the world.
Wow.
If you start calculating the
Hmm.
turnover which probably this has created is multi crores, 10,000 crore or 20,000 crore.
Right.
That's the kind of a turnover. It may not be directly. बट द इनडायरेक्टली बिजनेस,
हम्म,
लोग आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं,
जा
बस,
रहे
गाड़ी, पेट्रोल, ट्रेन, कार,
सबको जो है,
समझे?
हाँ,
फिर उसके बाद खाना पीना, रहना, होटल, क्लब, मिलना मिलाना, आई इमेजिन द काइंड ऑफ अ हरकत
राइट राइट
this film city has created in this
ब्यूटीफुल
part of the country, and
राइट
the turnover has gone into crores. We must have not made money, but the infra, the setup, and the people who are working for it,
श्योर
and the departments which are working for it, it has given a big business.
बिग बिजनेस
And
या
this is what is going to be happen. AI is just entering. It will become a part of a business. It has done. 4 years back, I started workshop at AFT. और पीपल वर अमेज, तो सवाल क्या होते थे कि सर हमारी जॉब चली जाएगी क्या? आई से नो, learn it,
राइट
grab it, don't let it take on over to you.
राइट
You are the master.
राइट
Let it will be a slave to you. Don't become slave of the machine or
एब्सोल्युटली
the equipment.
राइट
Today, yes, you should know how to operate apps. You should know
राइट
how to operate equipment, and
राइट
you can make something wonderful.
राइट
There is a friend of mine who was here last evening,
हम्म
and he wanted to underwrite all my students of animation, data science, and AI.
हम्म
जैसे सब मेरे को आप बुक कर दीजिए, ये जब ट्रेंड हो
वाओ
जाएंगे तो मैं सारे स्टूडेंट ले जाऊंगा.
ओह
I said that I couldn't catch you. He says
हम्म
the kind of a business he
राइट
has raised with new
he needs
technology.
people for that
Yeah,
yeah
every
wonderful
Tom, Dick, and Harry is in a position to actually make a film for himself or herself, or for the organization.
absolutely
हर
absolutely
सरकारी जो महकमा है और
right
हर प्राइवेट बॉडी जो है,
right
everyone wants to have a film on
right
themselves or on the organization,
right
even on individuals.
right
The profiles and biodatas which we used to type, today they are
nowadays
getting
video
converted into
cameos yeah
videos.
yeah
So you can't even imagine the kind of a work is going to be there in the next 2 3 years.
right
People will love it.
absolutely so I think very well said that we need to walk with the times in
Yes.
technology and also you have really proved it by virtue of the way you have taken it to the next level like I also feel like Amitabh Bachchan was like knocked out in a radio show and then he came back made
Yes.
it big. Your story is literally like that because like you had signed films and then you didn't do those films but you raved history in filmmaking. So, my question to you is this because you have made a business also out of this. How did you balance your vision, your artistic vision, with the commercial success that you have achieved today?
Now see, there is very old concept
Hmm.
कि अगर आप आर्ट एंड कल्चर में हैं तो सरस्वती माँ की पूजा कर रहे हैं तो लक्ष्मी माँ जो है वो आपके साथ नहीं रहती है. And I had to prove this wrong, because this is what I've been hearing through and throughout. I say it's not possible. The only thing is that you need perfection.
Hmm.
You need to be extraordinary. You have to be out of the box, and you're bound to catch even money. And why
Hmm.
not?
Hmm.
And see, when I started this film city, I was rejected. When I started my studios, I was rejected. When I started a film school, I was rejected. People, my own fraternity, film, television, media fraternity,
Hmm.
or a government, nobody paid heed to what I started.
Hmm.
सब बेकार की बातें हैं, ये सब तुम्हारा काम नहीं है.
Hmm.
And imagine today, I have given
Hmm.
you figures of Film
Right,
City. When I
right.
talk about my studios, I
Hmm.
have churned out around about 5,000 television programs for more than
Wonderful.
50 channels.
Wow.
I'm associated with almost 125 feature films. I've done around about 5,000 training films,
Right.
and my production company has made 3,600 short films.
What
And we have
numbers?
given opportunity to almost 25,000 filmmakers from more than 100 countries of the world.
Wow.
And this is the kind of a business we have done, the quantum of
The
business.
work that you've done.
I'm talking about quantum and quality.
Hmm.
Obviously,
Hmm.
mine is a wholesale bazaar. So
Hmm.
your margins are very tiny and sometimes even not there.
Okay.
Because I have always believed in one religion, and that is called nation building. That's my first priority all the time. Whatever I've been doing it,
Hmm.
my purpose is that the nation building should be there. देखिए
True.
खाने तो दो रोटियां होती हैं, आप
Hmm.
समझे ना। तो
Absolutely.
ये तो यू हैव टू हैव अ पैशन फॉर वर्क,
Hmm.
पैशन फॉर मीडिया एंड एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री,
Correct.
फॉर द नेशन,
Right.
एंड दैट शुड रिफ्लेक्ट फ्रॉम योर हार्ड वर्क.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy that we've been
Mm-hmm.
able to rope in almost now 20 million people from almost all over the world
Wonderful.
through
Mm-hmm.
127 organizations which I'm chairing today. And we
Wonderful.
have brought in the whole world into one single statement, which
Mm-hmm.
is called love, peace, and unity through art and culture.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
this is the biggest social
Mm-hmm.
statement which I give many years back, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy many social, cultural, political, spiritual organizations, they have picked up this statement. I'm feeling very happy. There is no copyright. I say go ahead, do write whatever you. I'm still
Right.
enjoying that my
Wonderful.
statements are being used
Mm-hmm.
by the most important people of the country. So this is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're honest to your work, if you're hardworking, if
Mm-hmm.
you maintain your quality,
Mm-hmm.
and if you deliver the products, you
Mm-hmm.
can make money. And why not?
Wonderful. I think this blend of art and commerce coming together is something which is phenomenal, and you have done it
Well,
really
I've
well.
tried my level best.
Right, right. Also, wanted to understand what's your take on, on one side we spoke about AI films and all that, but also want to understand these festival films versus, commercial films which spend so much of money and so much goes into it, right? So we have heard the Karan Johars of the world pumping in so much money to make these possible. So what's your take on these different schools of films?
So schools are created by people and they have come automatically. It's a social statement, let me put that way.
Okay.
If you ask a real filmmaker, they will always divide the cinema into two: good cinema and a bad cinema.
Well said.
I'm telling you,
Very
because
true.
then somehow when films were little arty style,
Mm-hmm.
people say it's a art cinema.
Artist.
This is a commercial cinema.
Mm.
That now art cinema couldn't do well in theater, so
Mm.
it is meant. Now we created for a festival. We
Festival.
wanted to
Mm.
depict, showcase
Mm-hmm.
a social issue in this.
True.
This is all secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me,
Mm.
when you're making a film,
Mm.
everyone wants to make
A
money.
good film. Oh, money.
You are spending tons of money.
Mm.
You are bound to return that money back to your finances, to your
Mm.
bank,
Mm.
to your people,
True.
and then there is a huge rate of interest which you owe to the market again.
Correct.
And then after that, you need to pay anyone and everyone who's working for it.
Mm.
And at the end of a day, you
Mm.
need some kind of a profit out of it.
Mm.
At least, if I don't say profit, at least let me say the outcome, the result of your hard efforts. Who would not like to?
Absolutely.
So this is the way we work.
Mm.
But then point is there are times
Mm.
when not every cinema is liked by public.
Right.
It's a tricky business. Let's
Absolutely.
put that way.
True.
A lot of research work I have 32 years back I've been teaching filmmakers that research is the most important part of filmmaking, which was never there before. People never even bothered about research.
Mm.
कहानी लिखी अच्छी लगी है मुझे, रात को 6 लोगों ने बैठी गपशप लगाई एक दारू पी के कि ये कहानी अच्छी लग रही है,
इसी
चलो
को
इसी
चला
पे
दो.
फिल्म बनाएं. और ऐसा भी होता था कि डायलॉग्स और कहानी जो है वो शूटिंग के दौरान लिखी जा रही है और सेट लगे हुए हैं, एक्टर्स खड़े हैं
Oh my
और
God.
वहां डायलॉग लिखे जा रहे हैं.
Uh-huh.
Come, Indian cinema has changed, my dear.
Mm.
There is a lot of professionalism now. 32 years I've been teaching the people how to work for cinema, how
Mm-hmm.
you have to behave like a professional,
Mm-hmm.
how because there's a huge money involved,
Mm-hmm.
there are large issues, and let's say anything and everything is at stake
Mm-hmm.
when you're making a cinema, when you're
Sure.
making a film,
Right.
high budget films.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very professional. You have to come prepared on the sets,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what a part of the training. And I'm very happy 35,000 students who have passed out from this institution and who have come all the way from 145 countries of the world. They're doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever they go, they create a better environment.
Mm-hmm.
They create a better understanding.
Mm-hmm.
They are honest to their profession.
Sure.
They are hardworking.
Mm-hmm.
They are professionals,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to save money of their organizations, and
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the reasons they are loved by the film industry,
Wonderful.
and they're doing well.
Absolutely. Also, want to understand this entire concept of nepotism, that unless you come from a film family and somebody in your family has not been in films, it's not a wise advice to, go to any of these.
I want to laugh at this statement.
Mm.
I'm not still laughing because I have to reply you. Because see, it's a wrong word
Mm,
used for a wrong time.
mm, mm,
For example, let me put that way.
mm,
Out of 35,000 students who
mm.
I have trained,
Beautiful.
probably only 100 students must have been the sons, daughters, or relatives of some known or unknown filmmakers.
True.
34,900 students are first time entrant into film
Film
industry.
industry.
They're working better than many. And they are there, industries survive. Who's going to supply? Because see, it's a circle. Every time you have to feed in new talent into industry.
Mm.
अगर नया टैलेंट ही अंदर
Need.
नहीं आएगा तो इंडस्ट्री तो खत्म हो जाएगी एक दिन.
Absolutely.
तो वो that is my job and I'm doing it
Mm.
and I'm bringing best of the talent from all the corners of the country
Right.
and putting back into the station so that they can take a train to any city they want to as a trained professional. So this is what I'm doing it.
Mhm,
Nepotism is wrong word.
mhm,
मुझे एक चीज बताइए, one doctor who has spent 30 years in his business
mm,
and after 30 or 40 years he established one hospital
mm,
and now he's a known doctor.
mm.
Why don't you understand that? Why will he not ask his son, who's luckily done a mbbs,
Yes, as well.
to be the part of the same hospital?
Very well said.
In
Yeah.
the same way, it can be a factory, it can be a business, it can be a shop, it
Mm.
can be a center. Why not? And that's a custom in India at least.
Absolutely.
हम लोग हजारों साल से यही करते आ रहे हैं
Absolutely.
कि माँ बाप
Mm,
सेक्रीफाइस करते हैं
mm,
अपने बच्चों के फ्यूचर के लिए.
mhm,
हमने ऐसे दिन रहे होंगे कि जब हमने रोटियां कई कई महीने दोपहर की रोटी नहीं खाई, रात की रोटी नहीं खाई, अपने लिए एंटरटेनमेंट नहीं किया, अपने लिए फॉरेन ट्रिप नहीं किया, अपने लिए गाड़ी नहीं ली, पैसे बचा करके हम अपने बच्चों को पढ़ा सकें,
mm,
अपने बच्चों को अच्छे कपड़े दिला सकें, उनके लिए स्कूटर टैक्सी गाड़ी दे सकें. तो
mhm,
दिस इज अ पैटर्न ऑफ दिस कंट्री.
mm,
You
mm,
cannot convert it into rub that culture with one word. Come on.
mhm,
So this is a custom.
mm,
It is never there
mm.
and it is always there.
Yeah.
तो वो क्या होता है कि फिल्म इंडस्ट्री का नाम बहुत बड़ा है.
True.
एक छोटी सी झरीट भी पड़ जाती है ना
Mm.
तो उसकी भी चर्चा शुरू हो जाती है. तो
Right.
बाकी इंडस्ट्री की कोई क्यों नहीं बात करता? I can give you 100 examples where doctors and their sons and daughters are working with
Absolutely.
them,
It has an
engineers, sons and
influence.
daughters be
Yeah.
working them, shops, business houses,
True.
all that multinational
Mhm.
companies. Let me count a series. I don't want to
Absolutely.
speak,
No,
but
no, no. I totally agree because, like my
this
son
is
has
wrong.
become a pilot after two generations of pilot, seeing his dad and grandfather. So
Exactly.
it
And
totally makes
and
sense.
and
Yeah.
tell me one thing,
Mm,
why
mm.
will not
Yeah.
parents
Guide their children.
guide, support,
Yeah.
mentor their own children? Why
Right.
not?
It's a good
Charity
sign of
begins
the
at home.
industry.
मैं
Mm,
दुनिया के बच्चों को सिखाना शुरू कर दूं तो मैं
mm.
मूर्ख हूं अगर मैं अपने बच्चों को नहीं सिखा रहा हूं.
So are your children into films?
Yes, my
Mm.
both sons, they are part and parcel of media and
Wow.
entertainment industry, and
Wonderful.
I have groomed them. They are a student of AAFT,
Mhm.
and they have learned well. And after proper education and grooming and hard work and
Mhm.
learning,
Mhm.
they have come into business.
Wonderful. Are they also into acting?
Uh, well, my eldest son has been doing acting as a hobby,
Okay.
but I think, has got a lot more
Mhm.
responsibilities to run a university.
Yeah.
And we have AFT Online as a
Right.
new startup,
Mhm.
university in Raipur,
Oh,
which has another 18 colleges. So it's
wonderful.
a lot of responsibility. Education itself is a very big social responsibility, and we
Absolutely.
are very attentive,
Mhm.
alert, cautious,
Mhm.
and we discuss, we plan,
Mhm.
we design, we
Mhm.
amend, alter, correct, add, subtract our courses according to the real requirement of the industry. And probably that's the reason that AFT has been rated as the first best 5 film schools of the world.
Wow, that's like
It's the
brilliant.
highest decorated institution in whole of the country.
Oh, wonderful.
290 international awards I have brought to India.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we see this huge trend of some actors starting institutes which are into acting. How different is AAFT in comparison to, let's
Hell of
say,
big difference.
mm-hmm,
When we talk about AFT, AFT
mm-hmm,
is giant.
mm-hmm.
4 lakh square feet area, 900 people,
Wow.
10,000 students,
Mm-hmm,
150 countries,
mm-hmm.
1,500 awards,
Wonderful.
and 10 world records, and the largest number of celebrities what we have given to the country, and the huge setup of people
Mm,
and 127 organizations. I mean, we have created a world, a
wonderful.
glamour world.
Absolutely.
And only acting is, see what you're talking about, there are acting institutes.
Correct.
I'm running an institution, I'm running a university.
Right.
It's meant for the whole universe. and
Absolutely.
and then not only that, film and television courses,
Mm-hmm.
anything and everything is supported by, like we have a journalism, animation, we have data science, hospitality, tourism, fashion and design, interior designing, digital
Wow.
media, law, business management courses,
Excellent.
anything and everything
Mm-hmm.
which is running under one roof. And the kind of exposure,
Mm-hmm.
the worldly international exposure what
Mm-hmm.
student gets here, it's my open challenge. Not even foreign institutes, so called big universities in any other part of the world,
Mm-hmm.
they have surrendered. They say we can't do so much because we are number one in three things.
Mm-hmm.
Largest number of productions what I do with students,
Wonderful.
largest number of events which I do with students,
Wow.
and it is the most cost effective film school in the world, with
Mm-hmm.
number one in three major things, and that's how we've been rated. I would love to see AFT as number one film school in the
Film
world.
search, like wonderful. So, a quick question. So, is there any criteria based on which you take your
And
students?
slowly and gradually they start drinking it and become a good human beings. And that's one of the biggest quality of AFTians, that they are sober, down to earth, polite, humble, supporting, and they nationalist, patriotic, and they are successful. Because if you're spiritually high, you're bound to be successful. And see, the day one I learned from my father actually. My father has been a real guru to me. And he has taught me many good things, and probably that's how I saved my time. And I tell my students here, your the best teachers at home is your mother and your father. Listen to them because they are working on you without any motive. And whatever they're talking, listen to them, believe in them, trust in them, and blindly have faith in them. You're bound to be successful. Unfortunately, when you create controversies, when you fight with them, when you go against their whims and wishes, you don't get successful. हमारी इंडियन माइथोलॉजी, हमारी साइकोलॉजी, हमारी फिलॉसफी, हमारा कल्चर हमें ये बताता है कि अगर किसने भगवान देखे हैं, भगवान अगर आप भगवान देख सकते हैं आप सिर्फ अपने माँ बाप के रूप में. दे आर द रियल गॉड्स जिन्होंने आपको धरती पे उतारा है, जिसको हमने बनाया है हम उसकी पूजा कर रहे हैं मूर्ति की, और जिसने तुम्हें बनाया उसकी तो आप पूजा नहीं कर रहे हैं. व्हाट अ स्टुपिडिटी. तो learn from your parents is the first part of any and every spirituality. Trust me. And that's a part of the education also. बच्चे रोने लगते हैं, हम जब यहाँ भाषण देते हैं बच्चे रोने लगते हैं कि हमसे गलतियाँ हुई हैं, हमने अपने पेरेंट्स को इग्नोर किया, फैमिली को इग्नोर किया है. बिकॉज गलत फहमी का शिकार होना आज की एक बड़ी साधारण सी आदत हो गई है. So it's very important as an educationist, as an educational institution, it is very important for us to bring back these people in the parallel lines. And trust me, the mission of my institution, all institution, is that we would love to make you a thorough professional, but before that, we want to make you a good human being. And I'm happy that when my students learn, when they do well, they know that they're doing well because they're good human beings, and that's the biggest education which I can deliver to my nation.
Beautiful. So today, Amity University has many kind of centers across various states and all that. So are you also planning to extend this to other cities so that everyone can avail the beauty of this education?
See, there is a difference between education which I am delivering. 200-300 करोड़ रुपए के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में 120 रुपए घंटे के ऊपर वर्ल्ड क्लास एंड वर्ल्ड फैसिलिटीज के साथ एजुकेशन देना खालाजी का घर नहीं है. It's not an easy job. You're working for the nation.
Absolutely.
Trust me. And you cannot have these kind of centers, this kind of equipment, this kind of a faculty everywhere. तो अगर वैष्णो देवी एक है, तिरुपति अगर एक है, तो AAFT भी है.
Very, very well said. So what's AAFT, let's say 5.0? Where is it headed to?
Well, we're very happy because I'm so thankful to our Honorable Prime Minister, because he always wanted to have a film university to support the biggest film university, film industry of the world, which is India.
Yeah.
And that status has been granted to us. I'm a full-fledged university, and a part 2, AAFT Part 2 is in now Raipur. In a 27-acre, we are developing a same kind of infrastructure which will cater to rest of the country. After so many years, I have been able to manage with the resources and with the kind of idea that we must have now this setup, and we have another 18 departments working now at Raipur. I hope, I presume, I believe, and I trust that Raipur is going to be again a much bigger, better, smarter setup, state-of-art facility for education and for film business. Let's hope for the best, and I'm putting my best.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for making time for this. Last but not the least, before we wind up, I just wanted to understand, what is the legacy that you would like people to look back and remember you as an educator, as a filmmaker, as what would you really have?
Well, see, I personally feel कि स्वयं विधाता होवे मानव, अंतर में विश्वास जगाओ, चलो न मिटते पथ चिन्हों पर, अपने रास्ते आप बनाओ, अपनी आत्म ज्योति पर निर्भर, अपने सूर्य स्वयं बन जाओ. I've learned this, and I personally feel that God has given you all those powers which He possesses Himself. G-O-D, power to generate, power to operate, and power to destroy. It's entirely up to you that which power you would love to use for which purpose. And I have always believed in that, and I'm very happy that God has given me enough energy to prove myself as an educator, as a filmmaker, as an organizer, as a promoter, and I'm happy that students love me, and I love them, and I feel that your success is based on the success of your students. So I'm happy that anyone and everyone passing out from AFT should be in a well-to-do condition, well-to-do position, and they should create a lot of name, fame, and status for themselves.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Marwah, for having this discussion with us. I'm sure a lot of our viewers who want to really learn and come and join AFT to learn filmmaking, because it's not just as a filmmaker, but sometimes people have the passion.
Oh yes.
So
and we have so many departments. We have about 18 different departments now, and all of them are luckily doing very well.
Fantastic. So that was Dr. Marwah, who had a humble beginning. He had many setbacks, but he has really built the world of films, not only around the education of films, but making many, many more steps around it. And with the Raipur, facility coming up, I think a lot many more graduates are going to be coming out of this promising institute. So thank you, and stay tuned.
Thank you. Namaskar.